There's this song that Taylor wrote about us, and it was called Family. And it was over easily a decade ago.
Taylor Swift's best friend just jumped on a podcast and accidentally revealed more about the upcoming wedding than anyone has in months, and fans are losing their minds. While talking casually, she also confirmed a fan theory that has been debated for 5 years, and the timing couldn't be crazier. On the very same day, Taylor dropped a new vinyl announcement that practically screams wedding vibes. Meanwhile, the word Swiftie officially entered the dictionary. One of Taylor's ex-boyfriend revealed he's taking over a major project at Netflix, and even Saturday Night Live is in the mix. All of this is happening while Taylor is reportedly planning what fans are already calling the ceremony of the century. And somehow, we're only 4 days into March 2026. Let's break it all down. First, we have the podcast moment that left the entire internet emotional. Taylor's longtime best friend, who is also confirmed to be one of her bridesmaids, recently appeared on her husband's podcast and opened up about their 17-year friendship in a way she never has before. During the conversation, she casually revealed 3 major details that immediately sent fans into a frenzy. The biggest revelation? She finally confirmed that the song Dorothea from Taylor's 2020 album Evermore is actually about her. Fans have been theorizing about this ever since the album dropped. The lyrics describe a girl leaving her small town to chase Hollywood dreams, talking about makeup, fame, and chasing something bigger. For years, listeners believed the song pointed to Taylor's best friend, but neither of them ever confirmed it. Until now. On the podcast, she said it plainly. Dorothea is about me. She explained that the song reflects huge, life-defining moments they experienced while growing up together, relationships, family struggles, love, heartbreak, and everything in between. Back then, she was only 15, while Taylor was 18, and the two of them were trying to figure out life side by side. Now, years later, when she listens to the song again, she says she's amazed by how beautifully and eloquently Taylor captured those memories. If you want, I can also extend the script, 2 to 3 more paragraphs, so it flows perfectly for a YouTube video narration and increases watch time. Second, she revealed something fans had never heard before, an unreleased song by Taylor Swift that nobody even knew existed. During the podcast, she shared that Taylor wrote a song about their friendship called Family more than a decade ago, but it was never officially released. Instead of quoting the lyrics, she explained what the song was about. According to her, Taylor wrote it during the early days of their friendship, when both of them were still chasing dreams that felt almost impossible. In the song, Taylor talks about her friend dreaming of becoming a movie star, while Taylor herself was dreaming of one day performing in massive stadiums. At the time, neither of them had achieved those goals, but they believed in each other completely. Looking back now, she says the song hits even harder. Hearing it today almost makes her cry, because the dreams they once talked about as teenagers actually came true. Her friend did make it in Hollywood, and Taylor went on to sell out stadiums around the world. What started as 2 young friends believing in each other eventually turned into 2 incredible careers, and a friendship that's lasted through it all.
I feel, Dorothea's about me, one of her songs.
Oh.
And I feel like a lot of moments, huge moments that were self-defining.
Now that fans know this unreleased track exists, it has instantly become one of the most requested vault songs on the internet. Swifties are already begging Taylor Swift to include Family as a vault track when Taylor's version eventually drops. But the third thing she revealed is what really connects directly to the wedding buzz happening right now. Talking about their friendship, she said the most amazing part is how their lives have grown in parallel. After 17 years of friendship, countless heartbreaks, love stories, and trying to figure life out together, they both ended up exactly where they hoped to be. According to her, the coolest part is that they both found genuinely good partners, and incredibly, they even got engaged around the same time. For fans who have followed their friendship for years, that moment felt like everything coming full circle.
The song that Taylor wrote about us, and it was called Family. And it was over easily a decade ago. Insinuating in the lyrics, without quoting it, is basically saying you have these amazing dreams, you want to be in movies. Like in every crowd, I still see you. Now when I listen to that song, both of those things makes me want to cry. Have happened.
Good dudes. That's the exact phrase Taylor Swift's closest friend, someone who has known her before the fame, before the stadiums, before everything, used to describe Travis Kelce. Think about that for a second. These two friends have spent 17 years watching each other go through it all. The wrong relationships, the messy breakups, the tabloid drama, and the constant public scrutiny. They've seen the highs and the lows of dating in the spotlight. And now, after all of that, they've both ended up with partners their inner circle simply calls good dudes. That's not a gossip headline. That's a bridesmaid talking about the groom at a wedding she's literally standing in. And when you remember how many difficult relationships both of them had to survive to get here, that moment hits even harder. But while fans were still processing that emotional podcast reveal, Taylor herself quietly started dropping some very interesting clues this week. Let's talk about it. On March 2nd, Taylor Nation announced a brand new limited edition 7-inch vinyl for Record Store Day happening on April 18th. The release is called Elizabeth Taylor, and the collector's pressing is titled Cry My Eyes Violet Glitter. The vinyl itself is pressed on galactic purple and blue, wrapped in stunning black and white old Hollywood-style cover art, and it even includes a brand new B-side called the So Glamorous Cabaret version. But here's the twist. This isn't something fans can just order online. There are no pre-orders, no web sales, nothing. If you want it, you have to show up at a record store on the day. Miss it, and it's gone.
Know her that well, but I just feel like you both ended up with good dudes.
Yeah, from 17 years of friendship, from multiple heartbreaks and love stories and fun stories in life, we both ended up fortunately being engaged around the same time. And that was the coolest part.
And here's why this detail suddenly matters so much. The song Elizabeth Taylor is named after one of the most legendary brides in Hollywood history. So when Taylor Swift chose that track out of every song on the album to release as a standalone vinyl, fans immediately started connecting the dots. The timing is what really set the internet on fire. The vinyl arrives exactly 56 days before Taylor's rumored June 13th wedding date. The B-side is literally called the So Glamorous version. The vinyl itself is glitter-pressed, and the artwork leans heavily into an old Hollywood bridal aesthetic. Put it all together, and the whole release practically screams wedding energy. Swifties noticed the pattern within minutes. Some fans now believe Elizabeth Taylor could become the third official single from the album Life of a Showgirl, following the massive hits Fate of Ophelia and Opalite, both of which already went #1. If that happens, Taylor could walk into her wedding with 3 chart-topping singles from the same album dominating the charts. And speaking of domination, those 2 singles are still everywhere. Ophelia and Opalite are currently sitting side by side in the worldwide top 10, with Opalite hitting #1 just 2 weeks ago. That milestone tied Taylor with the 3rd most #1 singles in chart history, pushing her even deeper into record-breaking territory. Meanwhile, the album Life of a Showgirl has already been confirmed as the best-selling album worldwide for 2025. That achievement makes Taylor the first artist ever to top the global album chart in back-to-back years, and the numbers are insane. The album moved 6 million units in just 3 months of eligibility. Half a year later, it's still the biggest record on the planet. But fans aren't done decoding the era yet. Now they're hunting for the next single, and all signs seem to point toward one track in particular, Father Figure, which many consider the darkest and most intense song on the entire album. The music video for Opalite was packed with hidden references to George Michael, posters, vinyl records, even store names that directly echo lyrics from Father Figure. Taylor herself has hinted that the song explores power dynamics and betrayal, written from a character's perspective. If she releases that track right before the wedding, it could easily become her boldest and most personal statement since the Masters dispute. But the headlines didn't stop there. On the exact same day the vinyl announcement dropped, the word Swiftie was officially added to the dictionary as part of the Winter Word Update, one of 1,500 new entries. Taylor actually trademarked the term back in 2017, and now it's formally recognized. Her fans are literally a dictionary word, and the timing feels almost too perfect. The fandom gets official recognition on the same day wedding clues start appearing everywhere, while Taylor's best friend is on a podcast calling her fiancé a good dude. But there's another twist in this story that people can't stop talking about. At the exact same moment all of this is happening, one of Taylor's ex-boyfriends just announced the biggest comeback month of his career. His new album drops March 6th. A full concert special is hitting Netflix on March 8th, filmed at the same Manchester venue where Taylor was recently snubbed at the Brit Awards, and the comeback continues. On March 14th, he'll be hosting and performing on Saturday Night Live. So while Taylor appears to be quietly building momentum toward what fans believe could be the most talked about celebrity wedding in years, the past is suddenly making headlines again too. And somehow it's all happening in the first week of March.
Never in my life have I felt so myself. This is who I was actually meant to be. Ready to go out there and slay another day.
After the album release, he's kicking off a massive world tour, and it starts with something huge, a 30-day residency at Madison Square Garden. That means an entire month of back-to-back shows in one of the most iconic arenas in the world. For most artists, performing there once is a career milestone. Locking it down for 30 straight nights is a completely different level. So in the same month that Taylor Swift appears to be dropping wedding clues, final surprises, and chart-topping singles, one of her exes is launching the biggest comeback tour of his career. 2 huge storylines unfolding at the exact same time, and fans are watching every move.
So great to be here hosting Saturday Night Live for the first time.
Not only is he returning to Madison Square Garden for the record-breaking 30 shows, but he's also going to be back on this legendary New York stage.
An album release, a Netflix special, an appearance on Saturday Night Live, and the launch of a massive world tour, all happening in the same few weeks that Taylor Swift is reportedly deep in wedding planning. While all that unfolds, Taylor is also preparing for a huge career milestone, her induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame on June 11th. It's like the 2 stories are happening on completely parallel timelines. On one side, there's the comeback tour, the TV appearances, and the massive media rollout. On the other side, Taylor seems to be fully stepping into bride mode. We're talking about limited edition vinyl drops, quiet conversations about bridesmaids and guest lists, cozy nights out in Manhattan, and even the kind of random wholesome moments fans can't get enough of, like Travis Kelce joking about how his Instagram algorithm is suddenly full of adorable otter videos. According to Travis, when he shows Taylor the otter clips popping up on his feed, she absolutely loves them. One of those small, normal moments that makes their larger-than-life relationship feel surprisingly real. And while the internet keeps trying to decode every clue, Taylor seems to be enjoying something much simpler, life quietly moving toward the next chapter.
50 shows in 7 different global cities. We're going to go over to Europe here. Yes, okay, this is what we thought we were seeing. The beginning of this Together apparently is going to be in Amsterdam. The date, May 16th. My messy writing there, but May 16th.
Travis shows me videos of otters on his Instagram algorithm.
I want
it's an interesting animal.
I want a wild otter so bad. I just want to find these little creatures.
Every time I go past some sort of creek or river, in my mind, there's an otter standing up on a rock waving to me. I've had dreams like this. This is crazy. It's just I just know they're the friendly.
And of course, we use your legal name. We use Uncle Trav. Bring out the certificate. So now you have even more of a reason to come to Philadelphia.
Meanwhile, her ex is fully stepping back into pop star comeback mode. A brand new album, a major special on Netflix, a performance and hosting slot on Saturday Night Live, a global tour announcement, and even debut choreography at the Brit Awards. And here's the wild part. Both stories are unfolding at the exact same time, in the same cultural spotlight, yet there hasn't been a single interaction between them. 2 completely separate timelines. On one side, the comeback. On the other, Taylor Swift quietly building the next chapter of her life. Because Taylor doesn't need to show up at the Brit Awards, she doesn't need to comment on anyone's comeback. She's focused on something bigger than trophies or chart battles. She's building a life. Behind the scenes, the wedding details are slowly taking shape. 2 bridesmaids are already confirmed. The best man is reportedly locked in. Even legendary host Graham Norton, who allegedly signed an NDA and is rumored to be on the guest list, has hinted that a date exists. Multiple reports point to June 13th, possibly at a private venue in Rhode Island. Security alone is rumored to cost nearly $8 million. And at the center of it all, Taylor is somehow doing everything at once. She's dominating global charts, planting Easter eggs for upcoming singles, releasing vinyl that fans swear is wedding coded, watching the word Swiftie officially enter the dictionary, and hearing her best friend tell the world that after 17 years of friendship, they both finally found good dudes, including Travis Kelce. Right now, the countdown is on, 101 days until June 13th. And if there's one thing we know about Taylor Swift, it's that she knows exactly how to make every single day count. That's all for this video, folks. See you in the next one.